I believe we did the vocabulary part yesterday. We talked about the vocabulary slide and we left at the slide 22. So I'll quickly recap a few things for everybody, in fact, right? So what we did yesterday. So we talked about the vocabulary. So we also spoke about how important is vocabulary, right? So it's like, just like Sri Lekha, we did this particular slide yesterday, isn't it? Did you see this slide yesterday?
Yes. You were saying that every day we'll use 3 vocabulary words. Based on that, you'll give an assignment, something like that.
Fantastic. For 201, thank you very much, Sri Lekha. For 201 and 301, it will be 5 vocabulary words. So today is the day where we will do that. Right. So vocabulary. So I think I gave you a kind of a, what do you call, kind of an example as well. You go into kitchen, you want to cook something, so you need some ingredients to cook, right? So you can't cook just something from nowhere, so you need some ingredients. So similarly, that's the same with the vocabulary as well. So vocabulary is very important. We all have vocabulary with us at this point of time, right? The words which we know, but there's nothing wrong in improving on this vocabulary over a period of time, and that's what will be only possible with practice, right? So that's something which we will focus on. So that's what the vocabulary time, we will call this as vocabulary time. We had in the previous session as well, and I'll speak about that in a while. Okay, so first thing, I think I gave you a kind of a glimpse about this yesterday. So how strong is your vocabulary? I think we did this slide as well, right? So how we can do, so never skip any unknown word, go off your attention. That's one. Right, so these unknown words could be anywhere, right? Understand the meaning of it and how you can frame a sentence. So that makes a circle complete. And you might come across that word at any platform, right? It could be like reading a paper, or reading an article, or reading your process things as well. Something could have been written where it's an unknown word. When you're watching something, it could be your TV or YouTube, or there on your mobile phone, conversation with someone. Meetings, could be client meeting or there about that, anywhere else. Keep revisiting that word till you proudly own that word. So we spoke about that as well. That's very important. I go through some word that will stick with me for a brief while, and after a couple of hours, it might have slipped a bit again from my mind as well. So what happens is that you might have to keep revisiting at least for a regular time, maybe 2-3 days. That's why this vocabulary exercise can be done in a kind of a notebook, or maybe somewhere in your system where you can keep it, or a desktop or a laptop. If it's in a desktop or laptop as well, that's fine, because what will happen is that that will be easier for you to access. And so I'll tell you why it is so important. Or if you want to write in the notebook as well, you can do that and keep revisiting that word. And once you revisit 2-3 times, and hopefully it will stick with you, and just see after a week whether you still remember. And if you remember, that's your word now, right? So that's something which you can proudly say, that's the vocabulary word which you know. Okay, so this is like English vocabulary. So English vocabulary, and so we will call this as vocabulary time. So this is something every day we will do in the class, and we will start from today itself. So what's vocabulary time? Right, and why it's so important. We will build our vocabulary over the course of the training, right? So we will do, say, like I said in the very first class, this is functional English. This is not the complete English, right? What we will do is that we will pick up the finer point, whatever, which is very important in terms of the tool, in terms of the exercises, in terms of the assignments, and see how we can get used to that. And we all are mature enough. And we have many of the DNX member is here, and right. So, and also rest of you as well. I could see a kind where you have been either working with Desi Crew or some other previous company and all. Right now, the point here I'm trying to make is that, so this is something, a limited time which we have, which could be 6 to 8 weeks, and post which what happens. So this is something, a practice which you need to ensure this is not being taken lightly afterwards, because there will be a tendency, because we all are busy, we have our task, if I'm left alone, I would do probably so many tasks today and not being here. That could be another option as well. But then how will the learning happen? Right. So everybody, if you look at, I also keep giving this example. Everybody is doing some 12 courses are running at this point of time, right? And so our CEO himself did a bot, right? 101, the previous one, and he not only did it, he also was a topper in that, right? So that gives who else will be more busy than him, right? And he is also able to find to do something. So always you've got to break the comfort zone. Only then you will be able to do something. So the point I'm trying to drive here is that after this training, what happens? There is no what do you call 5 o'clock class. Then there about somewhere down the line, you have to keep in touch with this particular language. Only then this improvement will happen. Okay, so the vocabulary is one such thing. So vocabulary, hopefully it will be a great habit. We will pick it up, and then we will continue beyond the class as well. Okay, so the first thing is that every day we will discuss new words. Today I have got 5 words for you, and the meaning and use in a sentence. What's the meaning of it? I will explain that. Some of the words you might have definitely known, some you may not know, right? So, and I'll also form a sentence and I'll share that here. The participants would be requested to make their own sentences as an assignment for the next class. Today we will do this exercise in the class itself, right? But henceforth, right, I'll give you also 5 words which we'll bring for the Monday class. But today we will make the sentences here in the class itself, now and now, right? 1. So from the next class on, what I will say is that when you make the sentences, type it in your desktop or a laptop, right? I'm sure many of you will be logging in from the laptop, and some of you will be logging in from your desktop, whichever is comfortable. And if you're logging from your phone, what I would suggest is that you type it still, because for work you need a laptop, you can't do everything, right? Or maybe mobile, you can't do everything. So you need a desktop or a laptop where you save this, you type it there, so that I will request you to cut, copy and paste it here in the chat box. So our chat box would be the tool where we will interact in terms of writing, right? So these words, I will share these words in the chat box. You'll make a note of them. If you want to cut, copy and paste it, you certainly can. And then what happens is that you'll type your sentences here every day. Then I would go through the sentences that will give me an opportunity to see how you have written it, right? What's the style of writing? If there is any error or there about that, I will be able to help you with that. And we might come across some great sentences, fabulous, and we will all learn from each other. So that's a great exercise. Which was a fabulous hit with our previous class as well. And this is certainly a way when we are connecting virtually to improve our vocabulary, right? So this will be an assessment which we will do. I'm sure this will every day consume a bit of our time, maybe 15 minutes or thereabout that. That's a great exercise. And you'll not believe, over a period of time, you'll get into that habit and that will stay with you, right? So the participants would be requested to make their own sentences as an assessment for the next class. The attempt is to get into not a good habit, a great learning habit. This is a great learning habit, like the cooking. How many days you will be cooking rice alone with some, say, tomato or maybe onion and stuff like that, right? It will be completely... after a period of time, you will get bugged, right? So you would need some other thing. You probably want to make chapati one day. You wanted to make something else someday, right? So this is the same thing with the vocabulary as well, right? We have this vocabulary, what we know, that's fabulous. But how do we get into the next level where we can use this vocabulary words, where we will understand this particular word and we will start using them into our day-to-day sentences as well. So believe me, everything is a process and things takes time, but gradually it is happening. You may not realize it's happening, right? And suddenly when you are talking at somewhere down the line or somewhere in some sort of meeting or maybe in a situation, you'll not believe these words subconsciously comes to your mind and you're able to use them in your sentences. So this is a gradual process, right? Somewhere down the line, if you have a prepared script, that's a different thing. there are a lot of unprepared thing where you talk. That is all happening. See, today we have a meeting, for example. We have a client meeting, or maybe we have a company meeting. So can you prepare the script? You will have an agenda, but can you prepare what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say, what are the words I'm going to use, how I'm going to articulate it? No. So this is all over a period of time which we are building up, which will show up, like the baby as well. For such a long time after birth, almost for a year or somewhere down the line, the baby is not even uttering a word. What is that baby doing? It's accumulating, it's accumulating, it's accumulating, and finally it's ready. So believe me something, you can check that on the net as well. A baby can also pick up 5 languages, right? A baby can also pick up 5 languages, but it might take some time to probably it might get confused with different dialects. It will be difficult for the baby to express and start talking. Oh, my baby is not talking. It's like 12 months, 13 months, but the parents need not worry. The baby will certainly talk. So that's a beauty. That's the beauty of our listening ability, right? So that is what it is. So the attempt is to get into a great learning habit, and hope this habit can be a part of you as well. So that is what we will aim and we will try to do. Right. Okay, so this is where I'll stop sharing my screen, and what we will do is that at this point of time, I'll share the words which we will do. Just give me one. Okay, I'm typing this word one by one. The first word is remedial. The first word is remedial. So you can have a look at the chat box. So I'm sharing these words here. Remedial. And the second word is agony. Right? If you don't know this word, that's okay. Right? So you need not Google that at this point of time. When it's right, so not necessary. I'll be sharing everything to you right now, and then you will make your sentences. Okay. The third one is went. Right. So the third one is went. The fourth word is blatant. The fourth one is blatant. The fifth one is camaraderie. Camaraderie. Okay, so these are the 5 words, right? So these are the 5 words. So have I stopped sharing my screen? Stop presenting. Yes, I've stopped sharing now. Okay, great. So these are the 5 words. So let's look at one by one and understand. So does anybody, I'm sure some of you would have heard this word. So let's look, what are the words which you have heard? Any words which you have heard?
No.
Oh, I think only one word, remedial.
Yes, I also heard that word.
Okay, remedial. Okay. Yelena said a big no. That's okay, fine. And not expecting everybody to know any of these words. So one by one, let's go to Sri Lekha. Yes, you have heard about remedial. So what is remedial?
So that's what I'm doubt. If I give you the meaning, it should not be opposite. Like, I think remedial is something like solution, or for we are finding any solution for any problem. Something like that.
Absolutely, spot on, Sri Lekha. That's what it is. See, even if the meaning is opposite, don't get perturbed. If you throw a word to me and you say, tell me what's the meaning of this, I'll definitely guess. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know, like Yelena said. That's okay. But if you, while trying, if it's wrong, that's okay.
Fine.
Perfectly okay, right? That's goes with everybody here, right? So we are learning here. There's nothing wrong or right. and nothing, no reply is a silly reply, and no doubt is a silly doubt. Okay, fantastic. That's the word which she shared. And so remedial is actually, yes, what is the remedy now? Yes, this has happened. What's the remedy now? Right. So what's the remedy? This has got, so that is what it is, a remedial action. Okay, so that's what it is. So remedy is like aimed at improving, correcting the situation. Any situation we are in, we are correcting the situation. That is what remedial is. Okay, so let's make in a sentence. I'll make some, at least one sentence I can make, right? Or make him, I can make few, but if I'll make one. Okay, since he was dieting to the extent he lost so much of weight, he became so lean, thin, and weak. The doctor has to put on a remedial course of action for improvement. This is a long sentence. I unwantedly made the long sentence. We are in 201. We can definitely make, this is the same activity which we will do in 101 as well, or doing in 101 as well. So definitely here we will be able to make better sentences. Absolutely. Okay, so I made a long sentence, but I'm sure everybody is clear with this sentence. Okay, brilliant. So that's the first one. And Ramdas, very clear?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So you understood the meaning of remedial?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Okay, great. So the next one, and Deekshita, I completely forgot. Deekshita, what were you thinking? What are the words which you thought you have? Only remedial or any other words? You also said something.
Yes, only remedial.
Only remedial. Okay. Have you not heard about the next word? Agony?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. That's fine. Agony is pain. I can understand the agony and pain she is going through, right? That could be something, right? She lost someone very dear due to COVID. I completely understand the agony and pain she is going through. So that would be agony, right? Pain, disappointment, or anything which gives you kind of an unpleasant feeling or unpleasant situation, right? Great pain and suffering, that's agony, right? So that is another word, agony. So this is a great word to have, agony, right? So that's one. I'm thinking if I can make another word. And though he pulled up his muscle at the last leg of 4 into 100 relay, but he kept running in great agony, and the team won the gold medal. So that could be another one. Though he had agony, because the sports people, what they have is that they have muscle strain. If you're watching sport, a lot of you have played sports, and Srilekha has been, I remember Srilekha very well. She said about the being champion and all, and others as well. I don't remember everybody, forgive me if I can't remember. So there are muscle pull and other things can happen, but these athletes kept running in great agony. So great is an adjective I'm using here. Adjective meaning something which increases the pain. Adjective, right? Beautiful is one. When I say very, it's an adjective, right? So which is very beautiful. So I'm increasing, I'm giving you a little bit more weightage into how much is the pain, right? So, but still the athlete kept running and completed the last leg of 4 into 100 meters to win the gold medal for the team. Okay, fine. So that could be another agony. Okay, fine. Next is vent. Vent is like even see, vent is, there are different kind of vent you can say. One is like, the vent is like opening of a small wall or something, or maybe the AC which you have and all this, a ventilator kind of stuff. Maybe in a kitchen or a bathroom, that's called as a ventilator. So that's also vent, right? So that's one. But sometime where the smoke and steam can also get through, but sometimes it's also like vent our anger, right? He was so furious, he vented out his anger on the poor child, right? So that can so vented meaning What is like? See, vent is like I said, ventilator and those kind of thing. That's also vent. But you can use the same vent into the feeling also. I vented out all my frustration on the poor child. So what you're doing, you're venting out. So that way also we can make in sentence, venting, right? Vented out. Okay, so that's another way how we can make this word. Okay, same word like a poet. We all can think like poet. If we are not poet, it's fine. The same word can be used in a different way, in a poetic way as well, right? So that's also can be done. So that's the beauty of any language, and in English as well you can do that. Okay, the next is blatant. So blatant is like beating your chest and saying that yes, I have done the mistake, right? It's a blatant. He is known to lie blatantly at every single occasion, right? So blatant meaning very clear, very obvious, very obvious. The person haven't done. Even the kid can sometimes do no in a mischief way. Like the kid will say, no, I never took chocolate. The kid will blatantly refuse that they never went to kitchen to take the chocolate, but he or she will have a chocolate in the mouth, right? Blatant lie, right? So which is very, very obvious, very clear. Definitely they are the one who have done that. So blatant, right? Very blatant, right? No, see, one example we can have. China blatantly denies that they are in Indian territory, but they are in part of our territory in Ladakh. Blatant lie. Everybody know. In today's age, there are satellites. Everything will be captured. You will can see which army is there, which army is there not. Right? Who is there in their territory? They are blatantly lying that they have not done. So that could be another example. Blatant. Right? Very open. Very, very clear, right? Blatant lie. Okay, so that's one. So the last word would be camaraderie. So this is a great word, right? What is camaraderie? Camaraderie is like great friendship or great kind of a chemistry with someone, especially full of mutual trust and friendship and those kind of a thing, right? So that is what it is. We want, if you are leading a team, you want great camaraderie in your team, because you won as a manager, or maybe as a TL, or maybe as a process in charge, can do wonders, no doubt about that. But can you alone do wonder? No. So that's where the team building and great camaraderie, they say, right? You want everybody to do their bit, everybody to be 100%, everybody to deliver to the full potential, right? Everybody have different potential, and they are all a part of a team, right? Not everybody will be super achiever, not everybody will be right thinking out of the box, but you want everybody to go together to achieve the goal for you, right? So you want great camaraderie, which is got nothing with the targets and these kind of stuff, which is great camaraderie. Even in sports, the team has to gel together, right? Only if the team gels under one leader, then what happens is that the company achieves the goal, the team achieves the goal, and everything is done. And similarly, there's a great atmosphere in the team to work with as well. So that's what it is. So mutual respect and friendship, and it's like a trust, or where you gel well, where you there's a great chemistry with everyone. So that is camaraderie. So these are the 5 words which I've shared with you. So so let me check if I can ask anyone if they have some doubt and all. And Kokila, all clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Fabulous. Shanmuganathan, all clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fabulous, fabulous. Not sure. I'll leave Vaitishwaran. Let him, if you have understood, let me check. Or he's Vaitishwaran, all clear?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. How about Viraj?
Clear, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic. So what we will do is that I'll give a couple of words. Maybe the first two words. You can make a sentence now. I'll wait. I'll give you some time. You can make a sentence and paste in the chat box. The rest of the three, you can take it as an assignment for home, and you can bring it, and we can have it. I think Afsana has joined in now. She missed the entire what do you call, half of the movie she has missed if we are seeing a movie. Okay, anyway, that's
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Yes,
I
Afsana.
joined. I joined in the laptop.
Okay, you came back in the laptop. Oh, okay, fine. Great. Okay, sometime some ID comes up, so I'm just wondering if they were there or they were not there and all. Okay, so yes, if you're there, fantastic. You've done a smart job, Apsana. Right, so that's a fabulous thing which you have done. So that's very important. Okay, so what we will do is that,
No, I have a doubt, Saravanan sir.
please,
See, the second one, Agani, right?
Agni,
Agni. You're saying that it's a pain, right?
yeah,
The pain, like the people, it is considered of both. The pain, what you feel mentally, and the pain it is also undergo you physically.
absolutely,
It agree to both, right?
absolutely.
Just without clarification. And third one is something is angry. Is it only related with someone is expressing only with anger?
No.
Like then, because I understood in that sense. That's why I just want to clarify.
Can be, but usually it is used in that way only, right? You can specifically use this a couple of things here. See this vent. You want to use it. You can change the form of the word also. You're allowed to change the form of the word, right? Since the ventilator was not working, the entire smoke came into the room and it became very smoky, and we have to evacuate people out. So that way also you can say, you can change the form from vent to ventilator. You can do that actually.
Okay.
Vent is like you can vent out something, right? So that will be more into kind of a frustration only, where you are expressing something. It's more of venting out something, right? So you probably you can't vent out joy. I don't think so. You can vent out joy. So there will be a different expression. So there will be more of a frustration only. Frustration, pain, agony. I vented out my frustration when, after putting so much of effort, I still didn't clear the CA this particular year, chartered accountancy. So I vented out my frustration. So you can change the situation there, but I think it will still remain venting out only. That's like a frustration only.
Okay.
Okay. One more thing is, as I said a while ago, you can become poet, right? It's like, it's not only about the physical thing, it could be a mental thing as well, which you rightly pointed out. That's precisely what it is. See, agony could be physical agony, agony could be mental torture as well. The lady went through so much of abuse and agony over a period of 25 years. She finally said, enough is enough, and gave up the relationship, right? So we are talking about the mental agony. Mental agony. Mental agony is also like a pain. That's also a pain. So it need not only happen physically. There are so many words which will come. There are only 5 words today. Over a period of time, there will be a lot of words where I'll have opportunity to explain how this same word can be used in a different way as well, right? So every word can become a kind of a feeling as well. So you're changing the form of the word and using it. So yes, you're allowed to use the change of the what do you call, remedial can be remedy as well. I'll give you a simple remedy. Why did you sleep tonight? And you'll be all fine. The headache will be gone tomorrow. So remedial can become remedy as well. The form of the word can change, definitely. The form of the word can change. Okay, good doubts. I believe great. Any other doubts? If anyone have.
Yeah, I have fourth one also. It's a doubt for me again.
Okay, sure.
Sorry, yeah.
No. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, this is what we can spend the entire class here also. No doubt about it.
So it's like blatant, right?
Blatant.
Blatant. Is it says like somebody's? We know very well that they're saying lies, and still they say that they are. They acknowledge that I didn't do it. Is it in that sense blatant?
Blatant is like a blatant lie only, and but it can be disobedience as well. Blatant disobedience. No matter how much time, how many times, it will not be lie only. Here you can change, right? No matter how much I try to approach and okay, fine. So let me use another one. Blatant could be also disobedience as well, right? No matter how many times I tell my kid that 5 o'clock is the time for doing homework, he still blatantly walks away. Blatantly. Right from morning, I'm saying, let's do homework. For example, many of the parents might be doing, let's do homework, let's study, let's study, let's study. So the kids keep saying, okay, let's do by 12 o'clock, let's do by 1 o'clock, let's do in the evening, let's do in the night. So 5 o'clock is the time where he or she completely agrees, yes, we will do, but blatantly still walks away. So
Okay.
it's not a lie. It's like an open disobedience in a sweet way. But sometimes it could be a frustrating way as well, right? So blatantly, so it not be lie also. So this is like you are avoiding, wantedly avoiding. So that's another way how we can do that.
So that's it. I have. Thank you.
Fantastic, good. See, I don't mind any doubts. We can always keep asking this doubt, and this is the first time we are doing, and I'm good that you asked so many doubts, which would have cleared. I've also made a, like I didn't mention that you can change the form of the word as well. That's also very important. Okay, let me also check with Viraj. Viraj, how are you? All fine?
Yes, sir. Going good.
All good. Fantastic. You understood all these words?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So we all are ready. Thank you very much. So we all are ready. So what we will do is that it's taken 35 minutes now at this point of time. And so we will, I'll not give you 5 words. What we will do is that we will do 3 words now.
Okay,
Sorry,
sir.
2 words. Right. So it's for everyone. Thanks, Viraj. It's for remedial and agony. So these are the 2 words you can make sentences, and I'll give you 5 minutes to do so. I'll get back to you by 5:40. And what you can do is that type in your system or a laptop another instruction, and when you paste it here, paste it together. Like Sri Lekha will paste both the sentences together. Vaitishwaran can do both the thing. Ramdas or Viraj or anybody else will do it together. It will be easy for us to understand, read it, and it makes job easier for everybody, right? So your time starts now. So we will connect again. I'm here only, but we will get back so that you can get on with the task. Okay, great. So Shanmuganathan has already typed in. Shanmuganathan, at least when you talk now, if you can switch on your camera, that would be great. So we can have some connect as well that way, right? So I can also see all the participants. If you want to, are you able to do that? So since you have already typed it, I can discuss your sentence. You can read it for the class, or we will. Yes. Fantastic. It's good to see. This is the first time we are seeing. First time we have switched on the camera. That's great. So I'm hoping some rain in Chennai also. Okay. Okay.
He's not in Chennai.
Yes. I'm in Tienpalayam.
No, since he switched on the camera first time, there will be lightning and thunder and rain here in Chennai.
Oh, because of you, we'll get right, Shanmuganathan.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right? That's. I'm just kidding, right? So that's what it is. Yes, Shanmuganathan, please. Pretty quick on fingers and pretty quick. You've typed that. Okay, please go on.
Yeah, the first one, I have a remedial action to address the operation.
Fantastic. I have a remedial action to address the operational issues. Fantastic. Very good one. Fantastic. Yes.
The second one, he was writing a letter in agony.
Okay, he was writing a letter in agony. Fantastic. He was writing a letter in agony. Okay, so that's if you want to, if everybody want to keep it very simple, one-liner for a week or so, it's fine. but let's get in where we can add a little bit more and make it bigger, and that's very good. So Shanmuganathan kick-started this event. Fantastic. Very good job. So let's go to Srilekha, who has got the sentences ready. Yes, Srilekha.
So like my family doctor gave the best remedy for COVID.
Okay, absolutely. He would have definitely. Yes. What's the next one?
So agony is I went into agony when I lost my dad.
Okay, I went into great agony and pain when I
Yeah.
lost my dad.
Lost my dad.
Okay, that will be one. Agony would be AGONY, so that will be the agony. Okay, and so that's one. And I'll also tell you the pronunciation, another thing which we will do later. So that will make pretty easy for us to remember the word. And English is also a very funny language. Let's understand. They themselves say funny. There are hundreds of rules and all. But only thing is that the alphabets are very less, right? And also it's easy. If you want to learn Tamil or Hindi for that matter, it's so difficult. There are so many matras, that, this, and everything, at least in Hindi. But this way it is slightly bit simpler. Thank you very much. So we will wait for other participants. Take your time. Others can.
So Sarna sir, it's like I lost or I lose. Your mic is in mute.
Lost.
Correct, right? Okay.
Lost. Because lose is usually we can't lose. You can lose people temporarily. Say, suppose in olden time they used to have Mela and all. I don't know whether you have heard about that.
Yeah, Mela, I know.
I lost my kid in the Mela, and then it was such an agony and pain for a momentary time, and we finally found. So you can lose somebody temporarily. One who is gone will be always lost.
Okay, when you're using agony, you are supposed to use pain also along with that word, agony and pain.
I just made it like it's like I added another masala to the cooking to give a great flavor. So that's what I did. So not necessary. You can only use agony. That's more than enough.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this is a real thing, is it, Srilekha? The sentence which you made?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. When was that? So sorry to hear.
No problem. When I was my second year of my college.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So almost like 13 years old. 13,
oh, okay.
16
13 years. So you were very close to, obviously everybody is very close, but
so actually I'm not very close to my dad. That's my big thing. Like, so when he died 1 year before only, I used to call him dad. Before that, for last 20 years, I never called him as a dad because I was grown up in my grandma's home. So I was very angry with him because he gave me to my grandma. So we were 5 actually. So we were 5 people. So he was not able to give me the proper. That's the reason he wanted me to educate. He gave to my grandma. But I was like upside down angry with him because he didn't keep me with him. Like, the end of the day, I understood only for my good thing he did this such a big sacrifice. So that's I still today every day I feel that I lost him. I didn't understand him for 20 years. Like.
Okay. Okay. It's kind of a story actually. So actually, you knew that he's your dad and all, right? You knew it.
At the age of 8, I know, very frankly, to be like. So it's like nobody will say this thing, but I came to know only at the age of 6 or 7. No, only that time you'll become mature. Like you'll identify the people who is this uncle, mama, and all.
Correct.
So as my mother-in-law was, as my grandmother was his mother-in-law, so he never come to mother-in-law's home often. So Maapala, they'll say no, that Maapala get this, so he will not come to like.
Okay.
So he was like this.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is another story I've heard from another colleague, ex-colleague of mine in the previous company, where he was also given to another family, and so yes, so I understand what you go through and all. Okay, so we have. Thank you very much for sharing, and then I'll go on with few other participants who have already typed it here, and that would be Ramadas. All yours.
Yes, sir.
Can you read your sentence, please?
Okay, sir.
Switch on your camera if you can when you at least speak, if you can. That will be good. No, we can connect. I can see how you are speaking and all. Otherwise, I don't have any clue. See, it's like a doctor. You're saying operate today. It's very critical. You have to save the patient, and you blindfold the doctor. What is that doctor will do? So when you speak, when you talk, when you're saying something, it will give me a lot of clues. So if with just a podcast and audio, it'll be very difficult how you're saying, how you're doing stuff and all. And our CEO also wants to ensure that at least in 301 we have some who will be also able to do great public speaking, and also would be able to run an event or do some event like the next probably launch or graduation could be done by one of you as well. Why not? And so that is what it is. So that's what we are looking at. So is it possible, Ramdas, you can switch on the camera now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. All this can happen fraction of time, so that we are not losing any of your time. So you should be already fantastic. Great. So great. So let's go on with your sentence. You haven't written the word. You can write the word first and then the sentence. Please read the sentence for me now.
Write the sentence. Remedial. My family members have promised me to take the remedial actions to solve our damaged relationship.
Absolutely. My family members have promised me to take remedial action to solve our damaged relationship. Okay, so we will not go into that. So good sentence you have made. I will not make some corrections here at this point of time, as long as the sentence is coming, right? So from next thing and all, I'm not going to change the language much and all, but I'm going to talk about the comma or maybe the full stop, where it has to be capped, where it should not be, those kind of a thing, right? So I want this thing to go on for another couple of days, and then we will get into that task as well. Okay, the next one, please.
Agony. I am having an agony by the person whom I love more.
I'm having an agony by the person whom I loves more. I'm having an agony by the person whom I love more. Loves more. Okay, maybe I think what you're trying to say is that the person whom I love so much is giving me so much of agony. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
If it's not right, then tell me.
That's right, sir.
Okay, fine. So you have to change the form of the sentence here. Okay. So I understood what's the meaning you are going to say here or convey here. So what you have to say is that the person who I love so much. Now become a poet here. The person who I love so much, I want to do anything for that person. That's the same person who's giving me so much of agony. Right. Okay. So that way we can do. Fabulous, Ramdas. Good job. Okay, brilliant. And always when you speak, you can have your camera on. If you don't you can have it the camera on, and it's fine. I think there is a train going by. That's perfectly fine. We can't hear the train sound also in Chennai. Everything is close. Okay, so let's go to Gokila. Hi, Gokila.
Hi, sir. I am unable to make a sentence for remedial, sir. I
No
only
problem.
make.
No problem. Yes.
Agni, my friend was in Agni. Still, he didn't need to visit the doctor.
My friend was in agony. Still, she denied to visit the doctor. Fantastic, Gokila. Okay. So, Gokila, one small thing I want to say. Don't get perturbed like there are senior people here and all those things. We all are learning together. That's the first thing you remember. Okay. So Gokila can have the same voice or anybody. If you're not thinking that way, that's a different thing. That's okay. Everybody have the same voice like anybody else here, including the trainer. Okay. So we all are learning here. That's very important. Feel comfortable and switch on your camera. Where's your camera?
I can't able to switch on the camera because there is a rain, also power off.
Okay, so quickly I'm going to talk to you now. So I'll make some change here. So the change is agony. My friend was in agony. My friend was in great agony, or my friend was in too much in agony, or my friend was in great agony. Still she can become denied. Deny can become denied. Okay, so you change the form of the sentence. Denied to visit a doctor or the doctor. The doctor could be say Dr. Ajit, maybe that's a doctor they want to go. A doctor could be any doctor. Okay. My
Yeah.
friend was in great agony, still she denied to visit a doctor or the doctor. Fantastic, Kokila. Fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. So what you do is that rest of the 4 sentences you make and bring it to the class on Monday. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay, fabulous. So what we will do is that we will carry on, and I can also see Virat Shetty. Yes, Virat Shetty, please, your sentences and your camera and stuff and all. Let me not keep repeating. When you talk, at least have it on. If you can leave it on, that will be great. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah. See, these are the things. This is the 3rd day, so have it ready. So we will not lose time. This is golden time which we have for 1 hour, and everybody is cutting across places. They are logging in, and so this has been already requested. You quickly go with the sentence. At least for the next class, have your
Okay.
camera on as well. Yes.
Okay, sir. For remedial,
Mm.
have been doing remedial exercise every day.
I've been doing remedial
Agony.
exercise for every day. For what?
For physical training and mainly for fitness.
Okay, brilliant. So when we make a sentence, what we can do is that if you want to keep it in the suspense way, that's fine. But when you make a sentence, it can be something what you're doing about. So if you say that, that will make very clear. I've been doing remedial exercise. So remedial meaning something has gone wrong. So you have to say what has gone wrong. Maybe I got injured. So I'm doing
Okay.
remedial.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. So somewhere down the line, something has gone wrong. So you're doing remedial exercise to every day to get back my fitness, or maybe achieve my fitness. Those kind of things. Okay.
Okay,
Fantastic. Very good. Good thought process. Very good. What's the next one?
Agony. I lie there screaming in agony.
Okay. So you can also little bit go ahead and explain somewhere, right? What happened, right? Maybe if you don't want to
Yes.
say about yourself, somebody else. The person who met with an accident lay there in agony and was screaming and was looking for help, right? So that's what it is. So this is something which we can do. Fabulous. Okay, this is first day. Yes, all great sentences first day. So let's go to Dikshita. Dikshita, quickly your sentences, please. Yes.
To improve our English skills, Saravanan sir is taking remedial classes to us.
Okay. Okay. Can you read the sentence again for me, please?
To improve our English skills,
Can you
Saravanan
say that
sir-
word English, please, again?
English.
Okay, fantastic. Great. Okay, yes. So is Saravanan sir, so is so many other trainers who are doing their efforts, everybody. So thank you very much if you had made this sentence to improve our English skill. Saravanan sir is taking remedial classes. This is not a remedial classes. So, so this is not like something has gone wrong. We are doing a remedial thing, right? Right. So this is not a remedial classes. So this wanted to make correct, but you understood what is remedy. Remedy is something need to be cured, like the patient, like the exercises, like something else. Okay, fine. What's the next one?
The patient was crying on the bed in agony.
Agony. Okay, agony. So what will happen is A will be pronounced first. A. So A is A. So maybe we will do phonics. Maybe very soon. So I don't know. I can't do everything together. So I have so many things can be done at the same thing. A would be A, B would be Ba. So it's something like that. So A is A. So it becomes agony. So A comes first and Gni goes later. Agony. Okay. Fantastic. The patient was crying on the bed. Okay. The patient was crying on the bed in agony. Okay. Yes. Unfortunately for the patient. Thank you very much, Dikshita. Fantastic sentences. Good one. Yelinen Dorerajan. Yes.
Yeah. First sentence, remedial.
Yeah.
The new students need remedial basic skill classes in maths.
Absolutely. The new students need remedial basic skills classes. The new students need remedial basic skills classes in math. Okay, absolutely. So I think in the bracket also, Yelena, if you want to take it out and put it outside also, you can do that. That makes more sense. The new students need remedial basic skills classes in math. So it need not go in the bracket, because usually we avoid reading the bracket. We read what is outside the bracket. So that's something. Yes, what's the next one?
Agani. Watching his agony, my coach jumped in and took over.
Watching his agony, my coach jumped in and took over. Took over what?
Pain.
Okay,
The
but
field.
took over to help, because we can't take pain. Say suppose somebody is feeling pain, I can't take the pain. So you love them very much. How can you? It may not be possible. Okay. So jumped over, jumped in and took care of him.
Okay.
Took care of him. It can be done. Okay. So that's what it is. Okay. Fantastic one, Yelena. Fabulous. Very good. So let's go to Vaitishwaran. Vaitishwaran, back to you. And Vaitishwaran, congratulations. You also become a captain.
Hi, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Great. So because I was told in one of the meeting, switch on your camera. Yes. Vaitishwaran is also a bit kind of a shy person. That's what I can see. Are you shy, or are you very, what kind of person you are?
Size.
Shy only. Okay. So, okay, there's no need to be shy and all. Okay. See, last time they were, Vaitishwaran was the only guy in all 3 batches. Everybody, I used to keep telling him about every day. Even in the class where he was, there were another, I think, 18 participants who were girls, right? He was the only boy. So how can you be shy? Among so many girls, you came and you spoke to everybody. So you are not shy, right? So, okay, fine. I'm just pulling your leg. So we got just very less time. So congratulations again. And I'm doing Excel 101. I'll catch up in 301 if I want to. If I exceed and do well and all. So we will catch up. Okay, 301 I'll come. Okay, great. So remedial, please go on.
Remedial. We need to take remedial action for COVID virus spreading.
Absolutely. We need to take remedial action if you get infected, or even before that happens, we need to take some actions. So to spread of COVID. Okay, fantastic. I'm slightly bit rushing up. I realize we have just going to, it's going to be 6. I don't want to take more of your time. Yes, what's the next one? Agony.
Agony. We need the boxer folded up in agony.
The boxer folded up in agony, right? I don't understand this one. The boxer folded up in agony. Okay, because of the bout, the boxer felt the pain so much, so he folded his arm in agony. Could be one, right? In boxing, it happens, right? You fold your arm. So probably that's what you're trying to suggest here. Vaitishwaran, thank you very much. So let's quickly go to Rashmi as well. So Rashmi, quickly, if you can rush through your sentences, please, and then we have Afsana Begum as well. Absolutely. To improve Lazy Crew employees English skill, DTouch team is taking remedial English skill course. So again, this will not be a remedial one. So this is like not remedy. Remedy is like the damage is already done. So we are doing the remedy. So to improve, it could be to improve our employees' language skills. So that so this is a course which it's being run. So it may not be remedial one, like there was another participant as well. What's the next one, Rashmi? Yeah. When my pet died, I was in emotional agony for months. Absolutely. So thank you very much, Rashmi. If you're wondering why Rashmi, some of you is making sentences, she's also a coordinator. She's also a participant. She completed 101. She graduated and she's into 201. Great. So last but not least, Afsana Begum. Great that you switched on your laptop and all. You realized the situation and you did that so that you can cut, paste, and copy. Good job on that. Yes. Can you say your sentences, please?
Yes, sir. Agony. I got agony when my bestie ignores me, when I give her importance.
Okay, I think some of the what do you call sentence is missing. I got agony. I got agony. I got agony when my bestie ignores me. This itself will do. So bestie meaning best friend, bestie, whatever it is. So that is what it is. Okay, what's the next one?
Remedial. My sister gave me the remedies about how to concentrate on exams.
See, remedy is like, again, a lot of people have got it slightly bit wrong. Remedy is like something which is happened and we are doing to remedy. It could be a relationship, it could be health, it could be something, right? So that's how it is. Okay, fine, Afsana. So great. You would have understood. So remedy is something which has happened and you are taking some corrective action. That is what remedy is, right? Thank you very much. So what we have is that we have another 3 words. I thought we will do an instant free speech as well today in the class, but if we have exceeded our time, that is actually good, because this can only happen 2 ways. It can't happen only from the trainer, because otherwise I'll run my slide. I've timed my slides as well. So that is a good thing, because we are interacting, we are chatting with each other. That's a great thing. I want that to happen, and I want that to happen from everybody. I think it's great to have Sri Lekha, who is taking the lead here. And this can be, you all are equal participant, as I said, right? So you all can feel, whether you are young in terms of the company or in terms of the age, feel free and share your thoughts. That is very, very important. So what we will do is that you have 3 more sentences, make sentence of that, and you can come back. I'll give you more on Monday. We will also do an instant free speech on that particular day. And so you know that from another couple of weeks, we will not have assessment. This is the first Saturday we will not have, and the next one as well, because I don't want to get in you to give some assessment for the sake of giving it at this point of time. Let's also understand, analyze, and then we can plan the assessment accordingly. Okay, so let's enjoy each other's company. Let's enjoy the learning part. So that's very important, since it's interactive. So we need to do that where you are enjoying and you're coming here every day and you feel, oh, this is 5 o'clock, let's log in for English, right? So that's what we want that to happen for next 2 weeks, and I'm sure we will all be able to do that. So as you know that we don't have class tomorrow, we will be back again tomorrow or on Monday. So I wish you all a great evening and good weekend. I'm sure all of you are working. I'm working as well, and so we'll catch up on Monday. So bye for now and take care.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
sir. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, Dikshita.
Bye bye.
Bye, Afsana.